I now ask our Master of Ceremonies, Captain Bob Whitcock, to read the citation that accompanies our award.
Naval Order of the United States presents the Distinguished Sea Service Award for Jonathan W. Greenert, Admiral, U.S. Navy, retired, in recognition of unsurpassed and dauntless professional leadership and support of the sea services of the United States of America, reflecting singular credit and honor upon himself and his country, and earning the enduring gratitude of his fellow countrymen. He stands primus inter primos. Signed 21 October 2017, Michelle Lockwood, Commander General.
I am honored and privileged to be here this evening and to receive this award. And I have to tell you something right up front before I get any prepared remarks. You all are a lot of fun. You know, that's number one. You're a lot of fun. Darlene and I have had a wonderful time. Number two, getting to look at you guys out there. Just about every one of you married up. Trust me, I know that's important for success. Trust me on that. Number three, you know, I spent a lot of time in the nuclear Navy, so details are important, and I spent a lot of time in financial management. Details are important. And I just thought it would be worth my while to, I was at the luncheon today, and it was wonderful to see Bob Stevens receive the award, the Dewey Award, but there is an error in his biography. If you go online, you look at Bob's biography, if you will, and the summary that he writes in there, there's one last sentence that got removed, and it said, he is very proud of his accomplishments, but he considers the greatest and most far-reaching accomplishment meeting and marrying Michelle. So I just thought you owe me one. Don't be too bloody, it's overwhelming. Thank you very much for this tonight. Seriously, Michelle and Sandy, you are, in fact, a great example of kind of the new Navy, in that what it means to be a team, a couple serving together. And as we heard about your career path and what you've done together, you are a role model. And so a lot of kudos to you. Thank you for what you've done. And to David Porter, thank you very much for picking us up in that Mercedes at the airport. That was pretty snazzy. We come out, and this nice car comes up, and I said, "What's that one?" And it turned out that was our lift. And you married up with Hartley. There's no question about it. We all know that. I think everybody knows that. No, please. But congratulations. You all may know, but their son Dylan was recently promoted to 05, Commander in the Navy, and he's on his way to the Naval War College, a great place in Newport, run predominantly by surface warfare officers, and he's an aviator. This could be complicated, but that's okay. I can buy that. But that's a wonderful thing. Thanks to the DoubleTree, this is a great venue. Bob, well done. To those of you that put this together, we are really pleased to be here. Here's for the DoubleTree, because you're not even reserved yet. And lastly, the selection committee, for allowing me to have this award. This is very wonderful, and I'm humbled, and I'm really, I have to give you a disclaimer. At this point, I'll say, ladies and gentlemen, I will keep this short. I'm humbled and privileged for all this. And now I've said that disclaimer, it's my turn to drone on for as long as Michelle said I can, which, by the way, won't be all that long, seriously. The predecessors for this award are astounding to me. To be able to follow Bob Papp, a very good friend and a mentor, Jim Savridis, it goes on, Bill Fallon, Mullen, Keating, and Mattis is remarkable. So, as you mentioned, Jim Kraut was being the first one is a remarkable thing. To have Admiral Crow there, for that to be, even mention their names, is wonderful. Mike and Debbie Levitt, it's great to see you again. I watched what he did with Bob Papp for the Coast Guard, a lot of complicated, difficult problems. And one last time, you married up. I didn't realize how up you married until I saw this last 7 8 hours, and it's quite remarkable. I would like to speak just a little bit about bridging legacies, if you will, and veterans, and kind of the today situation. The Naval Order, I would admit, I didn't know very much about it, like not much at all, until I got the call from Bill Merlin to get this award. And when I looked it up, it brought me right back to my time as the head of the Navy. It was 2012, it was actually 2011, coming up was 2012, which was the bicentennial of the War of 1812. And I said, hey, what's up with the War of 1812? This has got to be a big deal. I want the Navy to be able to celebrate. We've got sequestration coming. We've got all these things. I want to move out of that kind of craziness and bring ourselves back to our roots. And I was amazed at how much of the War of 1812, in other words, what that really meant to our Navy. We, from the uniforms you're all wearing to the way we do business, almost all of that happened in the War of 1812. Some of you know that, those of you historians know that. That is where we built the finest ships. We really earned our medal in the world. We did a great job against the Royal Navy, the best Navy in the world. And that defined the Navy that we are today with regard to a lot of our legacy and a lot of our traditions. But it was so difficult to find organizations to help bring that in to our sailors, because we just don't do that. We didn't have that. So what I'm trying to say is organizations like the Naval Order that do this, that bring that history forward so that our sailors, active duty and veterans, can learn and understand what their Navy is all about, is very empowering. Number one, I'm very jealous because the Marine Corps has done this from the get-go. Bob, you learned that at boot camp, and I'm sure it never left you. And those of you that serve in the Marine Corps, it's the same thing. So I tried my hardest to copy that, and when I look at what you do, it's precisely the kind of thing that our Navy needs, and a big tip of the hat to you for doing that. And please keep doing it. You've got a support of all. I'm a life member now. Heck, I got my own number. So this is very important, though. Let me underline the significance of that. And our kids, when I started this, loved it. They said, I wondered about this, and they wanted more of it. So we're at 205 years since the War of 1812. Please keep it up. It's important, and it personalizes the history. And one last thing, it gives our kids confidence. They realize the challenges they have today are not necessarily different from before. And all of these people who are heroes, people who win anywhere from medals of honor, you name it, they are ordinary people that did extraordinary things. And they say, I think I could do that, honestly, if I were put in that same situation. So thank you for that. A little bit about legacy, if you will. The topic, if you want to put 2 words or 3 words to it, is sustaining public confidence, trust and confidence. And Bob Stevens mentioned this a little bit today, connecting the military to the public of today. How do we do that? Of course you do that. It's one of the things that you do very well. But many of you, if not all of you, are veterans. And today, we are midway between birthdays, if you will. Coast Guard's birthday is in August. The Navy's birthday was just last week on the 13th. Marine Corps here on the 10th of November. And then we have Veterans Day. So as we're in there, just a few words on being a veteran and what it means, and being what I'll call a veteran support organization, maybe, for lack of a better term. Recent events, pretty crazy out there today. The politicization of people, of deaths, if you will, and how people are called or not called, how they're treated, all of that going on. An election that was crazy, a TV special that has caused controversy on its accuracy, the Vietnam special by Ken Burns, who has been known for his accuracy. Failure of leadership at many levels, from the entertainment industry, business industry, congressional leaders here recently. And it has really hurt the public confidence in institutions that they very much want to believe in and actually demand that they do believe in. And for me, those institutions are, if you will, the armed forces. People want to feel that this country will be protected and will be defended. The government, they want good governance. They want process. in place. They want laws, right laws in place. Civic organizations, first responders, they want to have total confidence in their police force and their first responders, the fire department, etc. Religious, they want to be able to express their religion and go to that religious leader and know that they will be there for them and they can trust them. We were all brought up that you can trust your religious leader, if you will, the policeman, the fireman. Medical, that they can go to any hospital, any caregiver, and they'd say, take this, you'll be fine. They can trust that and understand that. And then, of course, finance, that they can put their money where they know that they can build their wealth so that in their retirement, their hard-earned money, it will be there for them. And in all of these 6 that I kind of listed, all but one has really had a crisis in confidence over the last, say, decade, maybe decade and a half. Almost all are recovering in their own way. But the fact of the matter is, during that period, actually 4 decades, it's been the armed forces that has retained and sustained the public confidence. There's been issues here and there, hitches here and there, but in the norm and in the main, it has been the armed forces. And the reason for that, the people that have carried that all this time have been veterans. Folks, our parents, Bob mentioned his dad serving in World War II. My dad was in World War II. Many of our parents were in World War II, the Korean War, and it follows on. These people through the 20th century defended this nation, served honorably, and actually lived up to that oath. Support and defend the Constitution, enemies foreign and domestic, true faith and allegiance to the Constitution and the country whose course it directs. And they did that. And what I'm talking to you today about is, while these other institutions do what they need to do to repair the damage that has been done, it is our veterans that has brought us there. We need to make sure that the veterans of the future understand what they're carrying and how important it is to the American people, that they can look to that and know I can depend on those people. They say thank you for your service. I get it when I show my card. I suspect you all do too at the airport here and there. And that's a little new to me, as one that served in the armed forces for 4 years. The first 35 of that, I did not get anything like that. And we won't get into what we got back in the 70s. So you went through that. So this is, although all of those folks served honorably, the recognition today and the dependence on that and having that trust and confidence is important. Our veterans did that, they got us that, and we need to help our folks continue to do that. The link is that oath of office, the significance of that. And by the way, I think it is absolutely remarkable and a great thing, the way you do the Pledge of Allegiance and the way you do our national anthem. That's a wonderful thing, and you sing it loud and clear. It's a great, great thing. So, our mandate, preserve the public trust. And serve with honor, and make sure that those that are following us understand the importance of what they're doing. You know, the remarkable people. This generation is a wonderful generation. Those millennials will go out and do all kinds of things. Educate tomorrow's veterans. Be the example of public trust. Thank you for your continued service, for what you're doing for those kids serving, so that you bring that legacy to them. You bring that history to them so they understand it. And the camaraderie you have tonight that I got to see is wonderful. God bless you all. God bless this great country of ours. And thank you very much.